Good morning. Well, this is going to be a short experiment video today. So, I like to use these plastic rakes. Problem is they don't last that long. So, the heads themselves wear out after about a year. And it's irritating because they don't do the heads separate. They only do it as a complete thing. So, I've got loads of these handles sat around because I don't break the handles. I just wear the heads down. But looking at the head, there's still quite a lot of life left in that from what I can see. The problem is it's the bit that actually does the rake in effect. So you can see these go up, they curve round, and that should stick out about an inch. This one's worn down a little bit, but that still works. But the ones in the middle here, they've worn down to flat. That's basically a spatula now. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if I melt that, can I just bend that round and make a hook? In theory, it should work, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Now, I've forgotten my stand, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for me to record this whilst I'm doing it, but we'll see what we can do. Now, first thing is, I'm thinking I want those to all be straight, because I can't bend that because that's already curved. So I'm going to put a straight edge on there, draw along, and cut those. I'm thinking a junior hacksaw is probably the best way to cut them. Well, junior hacksaw works, but it's taking forever, so I'm trying wire cutters, and it seems to work. I've very little control over where the bits you cut off go, but that's working. Okay, so that's all cut off nice and straight now. I've drawn another line, so that's where I want to bend them to, so they're all of the same length. I've clamped it in my vise, so that shouldn't move. So the next thing is some heat. I'm hoping that I can just melt these with the torch and bend them down with some pliers. Obviously I want to warm that up to a point I can bend it, but not so hot I'm setting fire to it. Which I think I might end up needing two hands for. Yep. I can hold it in my mouth. Yeah. Well, you can get them to bend down, but I think I'm going to have to make something to clamp that in position while it cools. Right, so bending it looks like it's going to work, but obviously I need to bend it and then clamp it in position. Now, to do that one at a time I think it's going to be difficult. To do them all at the same time I think is also going to be difficult, but we'll see if this works. So I've got the heavy metal clamps, they're putting pressure on it. They clamped a piece of wood either side of it, so I'm hoping if I heat all the way along that, it'll bend along that line. So we'll give this a try. Well, I hope I recorded that, because the camera didn't make any sounds when I pressed stop. So, yeah. But that seems to have worked. So slowly heating it all the way up and down. I just slowly bent over. So I'm going to leave that now to cool. Shouldn't take long, because it's quite cold in the garage here. Yeah. I've taken the clamps off, and it seems to be holding, which is excellent. It's still nice and springy, so I think that rake's good for another year. Excellent. So there we go. I kind of regret throwing the others away. But if you've got a broken rake and you don't know what to do with it, try setting fire to it. Seemed to work for me. See you later.